Good morning. This is Rich Nelson with Allendale. Special update for us, August 12th of 2024. USDA's monthly supply and demand report was out here this morning. Some numbers were as expected, and some numbers were a bit of a surprise here. As far as the corn side of things here, USDA did, in this case, lower old crop stocks by about 10 million bushels. 1.867. They did this by raising exports by 24 or 25, but lowering other industrial by 15. New crop stocks were a surprise. There was a drop from last month's 2.097 to now 2.073 billion bushels. In this case, production was raised about 147 million bushels. Yields were increased as expected. 183.1 is a current yield now, but acres were lowered. Acres were lowered by 700,000. So a little surprise as far as the severity of the acreage decline. As far as the numbers for the world side, Argentina was lowered by 2 million tons and now 50 million tons for production. Brazil was, in this case, left unchanged yet again at 122 million tons. Over on the soybean side, looks like the old crop stocks for soybeans left unchanged, 345 million bushels. New crop stocks soared, though, going from 435 million bushels last month, now 560, a large new crop soybean number. The surprise here was the fact that harvested acres were raised, in this case, by 1 million. Keep in mind the trade expected a decline in acreage on this report. Yields were raised from trend 52.0 to now 53.2. So total increase in production was 154 million bushels. As far as the non-US side of things here, Argentina was lowered by 500,000 ton to now 49.0. Brazil was left unchanged at 153. Over on the wheat side of things here, looks like stocks in this case were lowered. A little surprise there as well, going from 856 last month to now 828. Now, this did come despite the fact we had a yield increase. The yields were raised just a little bit to now 52.2 across the board. The drop for production, though, was from acres. Acres were dropped by 900,000. So production dropped 26 million bushels on this report. As far as the non-US side of things here, it looks like we did see some moderate changes for a few people as well. In this case, Australia was raised by 1 million ton. EU was lowered by 2 million tons. That was reasonable here. Ukraine was raised by 1.1 to now 21.6. And Kazakhstan, in this case, was also raised by 1.5. So we did see that expected drop for EU, but that was more than offset by everybody else. So a little surprise on today's report. Keep in mind numbers for corn. They did tighten a little bit here. Soybeans, they ballooned. And as far as wheat, they tightened just a little bit here. If you have any questions about this report, how to trade or how to market crops in this environment, give Allendale a call, 1-800-262-7538.